Guys, make sure you stay until the end. We want to share one good advice with you. If you make that simple mistake, you may end up spending thousands of dollars on parts and repairs, diagnostics that you may actually not even need. Make sure you stay until the end. We'll explain what we're talking about. Hey guys, welcome back to World Mechanics. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Chrysler 300D generation here from year 2014 to year 2024. If you have electronic stability control light on, you wonder what causes that, how you can fix it, stay with us. We're going to talk about that. It could be simple fix, but it could be something more complicated. Hopefully that's not the case because it will cost you more money. And if you need to buy replacement parts, choose at a good price, quick shipping. That way you do not waste money and time. We're going to share the information in the description of the video below for your convenience. So let's start on it now. So guys, before we start, let us tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we guys do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the videos, that way we can keep making these free videos. We show you how to fix engines, transmission, bodywork, fuses, relays, all that stuff guys. And if you need to buy cheap parts and tools at a good price, quick shipping, we'll put a link in the description of the video below. Guys, check out our YouTube channels. We have more than 15,000 free repair videos that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. So guys, see if electronic stability control light is on, what you need to check. Multiple things can cause it. First, we need to check fuses, relays for the electronic stability control module, which is known as ABS and traction control module as well. And these fuses are located under the hood on your Chrysler 300. It will work for all the engines, V6 and V8. On the left side facing the engine, that's the passenger side of the vehicle, you have the main engine fuse box. Press the tabs together, lift the cover up, and underneath you're going to find a fuse box with a layout like this one here. Before we continue, let's explain quickly why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. Guys, it's very important to always test your fuses and relays. Why? Sometimes you may think you have a good fuse, guys. It's hard to tell. Look at those fuses, right? And sometimes, okay, you pull the fuse. Okay, I'm going to get the fuse puller and I'm going to remove one fuse. I want to show you on that 20 amp fuse. Sometimes it's very unclear if that fuse is burned or not. You may not clearly see it. So always, guys, test them, because if you don't test the fuse, you assume it's good. You end up spending money, time and diagnostics for problems that do not exist, guys. So you can just waste your money and time. Always test your fuses, always test relays. We will put links in the description of the video below where you can find, guys, a video for testing a fuse and testing a relay that will explain everything that you need to do. If you guys need to buy any parts, tools for your Dodge Ram, fuses, relays at a really good price, quick shipping, that way you do not waste money and time, we're going to put a link in the description of the video below for your convenience. Please check it out. Here guys, we need to check 4 different fuses, okay, and you wonder where they're located. So let's explain that now guys. If we come right here, okay, in that row of fuses on top, here that's fuse 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuse number 5 is one of the fuses that you need to check, and fuse number 6. These 2 fuses are very important fuses, 5 and 6. Then you need to check, guys, that's fuse 39. Right here, check that fuse. And then you need to check 38, 37, 36. So 36, 39, 5, 6. These fuses will need to be checked. 5, 6, 36, 39. Now, if the fuses are good, guys, what else you need to check? Here, if we come, let me show you something. Okay, you see where, okay, where the brake paddle is. Okay, Chrysler 300, Dodge Challenger, Dodge Charger, they're built on the same platform, so multiple things will work exactly the same and they will be interchangeable. On the brake paddle, if you press the brake paddle, you're going to see on top you have a switch. Okay, let me show you right here. So every time I press that brake paddle, check out how it moves. If you have a bad brake light switch, that can cause that problem as well. Another thing, check the connector, or you may need to calibrate the brake light switch. Even if you buy a new one, you often need to calibrate to make sure that it reaches the correct position of the brake light switch. So sometimes you need to just calibrate it or replace it. Another thing, on every tire, guys, you're going to have one sensor that's known as ABS sensor, or wheel speed sensor. It detects how fast each tire is spinning. The brake system, traction control system will need to know that. The stability control system will need to know that. So those ABS sensors are installed behind the disc on the wheel bearing, and guys, they are exposed to heat, dust, dirt, snow, water, mud, all kind of stuff build up from the brake dust, so eventually they could fail, and we've seen many fail. So bad ABS sensor is quite often the cause for that. If you want to know how to test ABS sensor or how to know which ABS sensor is bad, we have a special video on the channel that will teach you that. Other things, make sure the brake fluid level is good. Always check your brake fluid level as well. Next, right here guys, you hope that's not the case, but that's ABS and traction control module, also known as stability control module. That's the computer part, and that's the whole assembly right here, the computer, okay, the computer with the ABS pump and the traction control body here. Now, it could be a bad ABS brake pump. We've seen that happen, not quite often, but when they usually fail is the computer part, the ABS traction control module right here. But when you replace it, you need to match the part number exactly, or unless here's a supervised one, you have a new one. And another thing, you need to program it to match the vehicle. Otherwise, guys, okay, it's not going to work. Next, that you need to check, make sure it's not the traction control sensor. That's under the center console, and it detects the movement of the vehicle. It detects the speed going forward, backwards, upwards, downwards, left and right. So it knows in which direction the vehicle is going. We've seen that happen as well. But those are usually, guys, some of the most common things we see at the garage. Now, sometimes you may need to reset codes, and that can fix the system as well. We've seen that happen. In some cases, you may have that light on because of a bad steering angle sensor. Okay, because it's part of the ABS and traction control system. And you may need to reset or rewarm or replace the steering angle sensor. The best way to find out what's wrong with it, connect the scanner, read the code, and you go from there, guys. But those are some of the most common things we see at the garage. So guys, that generation Chrysler 300 has all kinds of different size of fuses, guys. You can see different fuses, relays. That's the engine fuse box, that's the trunk fuse box. Those could be really hard to find, some of them, guys. And if you're in the middle of nowhere, you need a replacement, you cannot get one, you may be stuck, guys. So we will recommend to buy some, put in the glove box for peace of mind, keep some spare ones. We'll put a link in the description of the video below where you can get them at a good price, quick shipping. That way you do not waste money and time. Hopefully the video was helpful, guys. Thank you for watching, see you next time.